All right, we are here on field 1. It is qualification 11. Let me introduce you to some of our teams on the Red Alliance. I have team 2363-6.
The Pimble Bees.
And joining them, I have team 1929-6.
3MB.
Over here on my Blue Alliance, I have team 2495.
The Metal Mavericks.
And joining them as their alliance partner is team 12630.
Adventurer.
All right. We'll randomize our field. We have the pattern of green, purple, purple. We're looking for a thumbs up from all of our referees. I have a thumbs up from my head referee, so we're going to get our game underway in 3, 2, 1, go!
Kicking off the first match of today, we see teams from all sides shooting and scoring artifacts for their alliances. Another few shots from 24095. Meanwhile, Pimble Bees and Adventurer shooting simultaneously for their respective alliances. Pimble Bees shoots and scores again. Meanwhile, both bots from the Blue Alliance doing the same. 3MB following up with a few more shots as we move into the transition period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
The score is still changing. It's looking close.
3, 2, 1.
Our robots come back to life and the golden artifacts are being introduced onto the field. Currently only one is on the field. A reminder that those are a new addition to the APOC competition. And they score 10 points each instead of 3. 24905, the Metal Mavericks release their ramp, freeing the golden artifact. And at the same time, Red shoots and scores theirs. Another scored for Red. Meanwhile, both teams on the Blue Alliance shooting and scoring. Another few shots there from the Pimble Bees. Some very nice shots from the Red Alliance. Unfortunately, that golden artifact not quite going in. And it bounces just out. Meanwhile, Pimble Bees with another nice 3 shots as they collect the golden artifact, looking to shoot and score successfully. We have 50 seconds left in this match. It looks like about 50 points in the lead for Blue. This is still anyone's game. Looks like there's lots of overflowing artifacts from the Red Alliance. But the Blue Alliance now has 2 golden artifacts in their ramp. They've released one, but there's one still left in there. That's going to be a penalty soon. But they are safe and get it out. That's the sound of endgame. Teams are going to try and park. The Red Alliance nearly has a perfect pattern, but currently that will not score the bonus pattern points. We have 5 seconds left in this match. Everyone's trying to park. And that's the end of the match. the results from the first match. It's a win to the Red Alliance. 356 to 344, a very high scoring match there. And one notable part of this game, the Red Alliance was awarded the Pattern RP as a result of a violation of G417, which involved a gate contact from the opposing alliance.
All right, everybody. Second match of the game is on field 2, and we're ready to go. So let's meet our teams. Starting off on our Blue Alliance, we've got Team 11148.
The Barker Redbacks.
Together with Team 26129.
Crow Bites.
Over here on our Red Alliance, it's Team 24089.
The Iron Lions.
Together with Team 31596.
Absolute Zero.
We are about to randomize the field, so drivers, put your hands on your head.
Hands off controllers, randomizing.
All right, timekeeper, are we ready?
Ready.
Our head referee is ready. Teams, give me a big thumbs up if you're ready to go. And we're going to start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
I see 2 robots shooting for red, 1 for blue. From the far launch zone, the Iron Lions. From the close launch zone, 31596. Over on blue, we see Barker Redback shooting and scoring another 3. They're waiting for the gate to open, and they're leaving all of the artifacts over in their human player zone. The Red Alliance shooting and scoring even more.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
One lead.
Three, two, one.
Our robots come to life as teleop begins. 107 to 36. Red has a healthy lead here, but blue can definitely bring it back with the introduction of the golden artifacts. Both of them are currently on the field. Iron Lion has possession of 1. They shoot and score it for a bonus 10 points. It's currently in their ramp. They have to get it out before they get penalized. And there it is. 31596 shoots and scores.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel, loading zone.
A golden artifact scored for either side here. It's stuck there in the red ramp. They need to get that out before penalties start. And it looks like Crowbites are back to life. Meanwhile, another golden artifact scored for the Blue Alliance. 202 to 151. The scores are getting closer. Redback shoot and score. Iron Lion shoot and score.
Contact. Blue.
And it looks like we might have had some damage there for the Crowbites. Hopefully that can be repaired. And it looks like they might have lost contact again. $250 to $197. The scores are getting close. It's anyone's game as we start moving into the end game period. Both golden artifacts over in the red human player zone. And they score for red. Iron Lions trying to collect that other one. They shoot and score 2 for the Red Alliance. Crowbites looked like they were trying to park, but... And it looks like there might have been a foul at the end of the match there. That might have swung things.
You'll see a little bit of some of these games do have a review that needs to take place. There's a couple of reasons why that might happen. There might be some fouls. It might be because the referee was unsure of something and they want to check with the head ref before they put in a foul or a different point score. And so part of that means sometimes the matches do have to just be reviewed, especially at the beginning of the day, to make sure that some of the referees are aware of everything, to make sure that they know exactly where the line is between a minor or a major penalty, or whether they might be awarding a certain parking bonus or a certain one of the different point score methods. You might have seen this game played earlier in the year or maybe last year. You'll see there are some differences here at APOC. We have this yellow fuel piece that you can see in these boxes at the front. We call that the golden artifact. Our purple and our green balls are called artifacts. That's why it's called the golden artifact. That ball gets you extra points if you score it. So if you score a normal ball, you only get 3 points. But if you score the golden artifact, you get 15. So it's a really big benefit for you to be scoring that golden artifact during the teleoperated period. 10 points, not 15. Oops. There are a couple different other ways we can be scoring during this game, including you have to start the match touching this tape, these triangular tape lines. So you get points for leaving the tape line. You get points every time you score one of our artifacts or our golden artifact. You get points if, when we randomize, you'll see at the beginning of every game, we randomize that green and purple combination. You get points if you score into these scoring mechanisms here, and you arrange them in the order and the color order of our randomized colors. For example, if it was green, purple, purple, you would need to score first a green, and then a purple ball, and then another purple ball, and then another green, and so on and so on. If you score a full pattern all the way, filling that whole thing up, you get extra points. And that's a lot of points at the end of the match. I think it's 25. It's quite a lot, so you definitely want to be thinking about doing that during the game. Some of the things that mean that penalties can happen, especially at APOC, is with this golden artifact. Because it scores so much, we want to make sure that people aren't hoarding these golden artifacts and keeping them as part of the pattern, even though they wouldn't help you get part of the pattern points. So part of that means that when you have the golden artifact in your possession, or if you're scoring it, you need to be making a good faith effort to keep it in play, which pretty much means if you've scored it and it's in one of these patterns, that you release the pattern. I think we might have a score. Let's get our score locked in for Qualification 12. It's a win to the Red Alliance. 326 to 205. Congratulations, that's a 5 ranking point match. That's very big. We're going to move right along over back to Field 1 for Qualification 13. I'm going to introduce you to some of my teams. Over on the Red Alliance, I have Team 3262.
We don't bite.
Joining them on my Red Alliance is Team 24961.
Wombat.
Over on my Blue Alliance, I have Team 23333.
Hercules.
And rounding out our 4 teams is Team 19343.
The Alphas.
I'm missing my head referee. We'll have to take another brief intermission. They're asking a question. Question box. At every event, we'll have a question box. What that means is if there was a foul that was awarded, or a penalty that was awarded, or a card, a red or a yellow card that was awarded, and you're not really sure why, or you'd like a bit of an explanation, or you'd like to clarify whether it was actually an action that was supposed to get that kind of response, we have the question box. Students and only students are allowed to go to that question box to ask the head referee, and they have to ask immediately after the game that they played. And they have to stay in the question box and not leave the theater. I'll just keep explaining some of how we can score during this match until we're ready to go. One of the final things you can do to get points during this match is these blue and red squares at the front. During the end game, that's that final 15 seconds of the match, if you park inside these squares, either partially or completely inside, you get extra points for that. I think we have our head referee back. All right, we're going to randomize our field. And it is green, purple, purple. I'm looking for a thumbs up. I'm seeing thumbs up from everyone. I'm seeing a thumbs up from my head referee. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
All 4 robots moving at the start of autonomous. There's 3 for blue, 3 for red. It looks like the red robot from We Don't Bite is trying to sort those artifacts. And they unfortunately missed that one, but that is 7 out of 9 correct. That is extremely impressive. Another 3 there for the Blue Alliance from the Alphas.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
The scores are still coming.
3, 2, 1.
It looks like the Red Alliance is currently in the lead, but not by much. It's anyone's game. And their pattern is already complete. Oh, they need one more purple ball. Oh, no. It looks like their pattern has been altered. They're going to have to try and fix that if they want the pattern bonus at the end of the match. A golden artifact has been scored for the Red Alliance. And the same was done for the Blue Alliance. Wombat shooting and scoring for their Red Alliance. Artifacts overflowing for red. Meanwhile, the blue ramp is empty. Another golden artifact for another 2 artifacts for the Red Alliance. That's going to be 20 points right there. That one going just over. But the second attempt going in. Hercules trying to shoot and score. Meanwhile, another golden artifact for red. I see the Alphas have a golden artifact locked and loaded. But it looks like they're being defended. They can't get a good spot to shoot. They're lining up. They shoot and score for the Blue Alliance. And the ramp is empty, so the golden artifact is free again. And that's the sound of endgame already. Robots are going to try and park in their base zones.
33602. Full.
That rounds out qualification 13. We've had a couple of things happen during this qualification match. One of the things that definitely needs to happen with robots is when the timer hits 0, the robots need to stop. Which pretty much means electrically, they shouldn't have a motor that keeps being driven. They shouldn't be driving. Things like that. If that keeps happening after the timer is 0, that can cause some really big penalties. You can see with our robots and how they finished, they were targeting, trying to get inside this red and these blue boxes. So those are those areas where you can get extra points for how you park during the end of the match. We have a couple of different robots that have some nifty little tricks to them to try and help them get more points. Because you get more points if you are fully inside that square compared to if you're only partially inside that square. So if you could both get fully inside that square, you're going to get a lot more points for your alliance.
Hype up the Melbourne. $267 to $184. Wow, 5 ranking points for the Red Alliance. The movement and the pattern ranking point. And even though, unfortunately, the Blue Alliance did not win, they were still awarded a ranking point, the movement ranking point.
All right, I've got my match lined up over here on field number 2. We've got our hands on our head for field randomization. As soon as the question box is done, in the meantime, do we want to do the dance? Yes. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Everybody wanted to do it yesterday, guys. Do I have to get Felix here for us to do the dance? He's still having a nap. He's not even 2. He's saying he'll come after the nap. He woke up and said, "Bro, just sit off your nap." I can't believe he's 2 already. End of the month. Yeah, but that's not true. He's got a couple weeks. Give him a couple weeks. I have a head referee. Excellent news, everybody. So we're going to put our hands in the air while we randomize the field, and I introduce our teams joining us over here. Let's start with the Red Alliance. We've got Team 29081.
The Melbourne Robocats.
Joining them. Down. We have Team 3491.
Fix it.
And over here on our Blue Alliance, let's start with Team 27262.
Artemis Celine.
Do the thing. You have to And with them, all the way from Queensland, it's team 12993.
Robo Kings Aurum.
Hands off controllers.
Same place. Hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Hands on your head.
Okay.
We are randomized. Timekeeper, are you ready? She's ready. Referees, are we ready? Teams, give me a big thumbs up if you're ready to go. And we're going to start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
I hear some shooters spinning up. There's 2 out of 3 for the Red Alliance. Robo Kings trying to shoot and score some more. The turret lining up, just shooting over. Meanwhile, another 2 from Fix It. Doing a little jig as they collect the next set of artifacts. And it almost creates a correct pattern. That's 4 correctly
Drivers,
classified.
pick up your controllers.
Let's see what happens in the teleop period.
3, 2, 1.
Red has a nice 50-point lead here, but the scores can change in an instant. Let's see what happens in this match. Both golden artifacts have been introduced into the field. Artemis Selene has possession of 1 for the Blue Alliance. They're trying to shoot and score from the far launch zone, but it looks like they might be jammed. Robo Kings Aurum lining up, shooting just over. Some shots there from Fix It. Meanwhile, it looks like Robo Kings are trying to line up and score as well. And that one goes in for the Blue Alliance. Artemis Selene shooting and scoring from the far launch zone. A nice shot there from Robo Kings.
Intentionally launch outside.
Fix It collecting 3 artifacts from their human player station. Looking to line up, shoot, and score. Can they do it? A very nice 3 shots there for the Red Alliance. Melbourne Robocats nearly scoring that golden artifact. Meanwhile, Artemis Selene shoots and just misses that golden artifact. 1 in for Robo Kings, 1 in from Selene. A golden artifact narrowly missing for the Blue Alliance, and that's the sound of endgame. Team's going to be returning back to base for some bonus points. Robo Kings has a golden artifact. Fixage scores the other. Then we have 3 seconds left.
at the beginning of the match, as well as points scored in the end game. That's scoring in these red and these blue squares. If they park or partially park, you get points for that. 5 points for a partial park, 10 points for a full park. So points, 15 points for leaving these launch zones at the beginning of the match, and then 5 or 10 if you get, from memory, it's 45 points total from those two different activities. You can get another ranking point. Our third and final additional ranking point you can get outside of just winning or drawing a game is in relation to purely volume of balls, volume of artifacts. If you can score more than 42 individual balls into your goal, then you get another ranking point. So if you see some of the teams are doing something, that's kind of weird. Why are they trying to get this really specific pattern? This might be because they're trying to get a ranking point. The ranking points can help you during qualification matches. During qualification matches, which is what we're in right now, we have 56 of them. We just played qualification 14. Those ranking points help you in your average ranking point score is what we use to determine the ranking order for this competition. So for all of the teams, they have an average ranking point score out of 6. And that is how we're ranking you. We have some other metrics as well. If you have the exact same average as another team, we'll then look at other things like volume average of balls scored and that kind of thing. But generally, we're looking at the ranking point average. So the more ranking points you get every match will help you increase your ranking point average. And that's how you can get up in the rankings so you can get to be potentially an alliance captain.
Okay.
All right, we have our scores locked and loaded for qualification 14, and it looks like it is a win to the Red Alliance.
And notably, we have a yellow card issued to team 27262 for a violation of G408, an overpossession of artifacts, possessing 5 artifacts at once.
Pretty much, you're only supposed to be holding 3 at any one time. If you're seen to be possessing 4, you're going to get a warning, and if you have repeated amounts, you might get a yellow card. But if you're possessing more than 4 at any one time, that's 5 or above, that's an instant yellow card. Don't do that. Highly recommend only possessing 3 at one time. Good to stay in the rules. All right, we are going to move over to qualification 15 over here on field 1. I'm going to introduce you to some of our teams. On my Red Alliance, I am joined by team 26,000.
Theseus.
And joining them is team 23,369.
The Fluffy Terminators.
Over here on my Blue Alliance, I have team 24905.
The Metal Mavericks.
And rounding out their alliance is team 24089.
The Iron Lions.
All right, I'm going to look for everyone to put their hands on their heads.
Hands off controllers.
Hands off controllers, hands on your heads.
Rising.
We'll randomize our pattern to purple, purple, green.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right. I have a thumbs up from my head referee. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Theseus quickly shooting and scoring 2. And another 2 for the Red Alliance. On the Blue Alliance, both robots flying across the field, collecting and shooting artifacts. Theseus opening the gate, collecting some more from the far launch zone. 1 goes in. On the Blue Alliance, Iron Lions and Metal Mavericks simultaneously shooting and scoring. Whoa! Some artifacts going a little high there. Meanwhile, the golden artifacts coming into the field.
3, 2, 1.
The gate has been opened for the Blue Alliance. And our golden artifacts are on the field, ready to be scored for extra points. A golden artifact has been scored for the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, Metal Mavericks has the second. They shoot and score the second. They have both golden artifacts. And it looks like a major section of the Fluffy Terminator's robot has been removed, and they're entangled with Theseus. Currently, a golden artifact is also stuck in the Blue Alliance ramp. Another golden artifact for the Blue Alliance, and it's in their ramp. They need to remove it. Metal Mavericks has the second. Some more artifacts scored for the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, Theseus trying to shoot and score for the Red Alliance. Fluffy Terminator's laying down some defense, and it looks like to be working, as Metal Mavericks only score one. 4 artifacts simultaneously scored for the Blue Alliance. And Theseus shoots and scores the golden artifact. Meanwhile, for the Blue Alliance, a golden artifact was scored. And the scores are looking extremely close, only 10-point difference. We have 13 seconds left. Let's see who's going to win. In 10 seconds, the golden artifact is in the ramp. And finally, as the buzzer commences, the golden artifact rolls down the Red Alliance ramp.
We had a little bit of destruction over there. We had a bit of a cover and some numbers and things falling off. Sometimes there's penalties associated with that, sometimes there isn't. It depends on how it happens. If someone is deemed to have intentionally broken part of another robot, then that's a big no-no. Don't be doing that. But if it was deemed to have been unintentional, or if it happened just because it happened of its own accord, that's generally okay. But again, that's up to the referees who are keeping a hawk eye on the field. They are making sure that all of the scores and all of the penalties are being applied correctly.
Look at the results from that last match. It's a win to the Red Alliance. 375 to 306. 160.
Games purely on penalty points quite a lot. All right, I got 4 teams. We've got our hands on our heads. Let's meet them. Over here on field number 2, we're going to start with the Red Alliance. It's team 23636.
The Pimble Bees.
Whatever. And joining them on the Red Alliance, it's team 19450.
Split Bot.
Over here on the Blue Alliance, it's team 24961.
Wombat.
And joining them, team 32741.
Chatswood High School Ramo.
Shout out to Chatswood High School for consistently cheering when you're in the stands. All right. I believe, no?
That's okay. I'm going to randomize. He's on his way.
All right. Teams, hands on your heads so that we can randomize. Timekeepers ready. Teams, give me a big thumbs up if you are ready to go. I have a thumbs up from our teams. Our referees are ready. We're good to start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
Starting off this match, Pimble Bees lining up, shooting and scoring. At the same time, Splitbot shoots and scores. Pimble with another 3, aligning to the pattern correctly. Splitbot shooting and scoring. Another 1. Otherwise, a fairly calm, autonomous period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
71-30. Red currently in the
3,
lead,
2,
but this
1.
could definitely swing either way. Pimble Bees flying across the field, shooting and scoring a nice 3 artifacts there. Who's that? Chatswood High School absolutely sending the artifacts flying through the sky towards the goal from the far launch zone. And it lands perfectly in their goal. The golden artifacts have been introduced onto the field. I see Pimble Bees has one. They shoot and score it for a nice 10 points. Looks like there was a contact in the human player zone and I catch a golden artifact. Whoa, that golden artifact went flying. Pimble Bees with some more shots overflowing. Chatswood High School line up, just misses, and it bounces off the rim. Pimble Bees with another golden artifact for their alliance. I see Chatswood is lined up, ready to shoot and score. Bounces off the rim, and it bounces outside the goal. Can the golden artifact? No, not quite. One golden artifact currently, it's just bounced out of the secret tunnel. It's in the middle of the field, it's anyone's. Pimble Bee takes it. They want that 10 points. Oh, and they accidentally launch it out, but they're going to collect it again. They want to shoot and score. They want the bonus 10 points. And they get it. We have 30 seconds left in this match. 176-90. Both golden artifacts over towards the play station. Pimble Bees has another. Chatswood High School looking to line up, shoot and score from the far launch zone. Wombat's already lined up with the park. We have 8 seconds left. Let's count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of our match. It looks like we might have a park there. A full park from the Red Alliance. 2 full ramps. As the referees finalize the scores, they keep changing. We'll have to see when the final results get posted.
As I was explaining the rules before, We'll talk a little bit more about this golden artifact that has been causing some issues for some teams. The golden artifact is worth significantly more points when you score it as compared to our purple and our green artifacts. Artifacts are just these balls that we have. Your pattern, because they're not going to get you points towards your pattern anyway. So pretty much, you should be making a... We'll interrupt this to look at our scores. It is a win to the Red Alliance.
243 to 110. And our first match with 6 ranking points for the Red Alliance. Let's get a round of applause. Congratulations. Both teams ranking up.
We're going to move right along to qualification 17 over here on field 1. I'm going to introduce you to some of my teams on the Red Alliance. I have team 29081.
The Melbourne RoboCats.
Joining them as their alliance partner is team 19343.
The Alphas.
Over here on my Blue Alliance, I have team 30070.
The Iron Cubs.
And my final team is team 26129.
Crowbites. They want to go on the field.
I'm not sure. Is it a me call? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone else is initialized. No, okay. Okay.
Are you FTA?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've lost everyone.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like we might have a connection issue for one of our teams on the Blue Alliance, and that's why we're going to wait a little bit. See if we can get that reconnected. All right. I'm going to get everyone to put their hands up in there. Oh, there we go. We'll randomize our field to green, purple, purple. I'm looking for a thumbs up. I see thumbs up from everyone. We're going to get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Our robots moving across the field. The Alphas shooting and scoring 1 for their alliance. They collect the next set of 3. They shoot and score another 1. And they relax in a fairly quiet, autonomous game.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
We're going to get started in
3, 2, 1.
Crowbites lined up, trying to shoot and score. Meanwhile, Alpha's shooting and scoring for their alliance. The RoboCats look like they've collected their golden artifact. They're going to try and shoot and score. They shoot 1 and 2, including the golden artifact, and they're going to clear the ramp to let it out. Both golden artifacts over at the blue human player station. Alphas look like they have an artifact stuck in the top of their shooter, and they've got rid of it. Crowbites lined up with a golden artifact, and it just goes short. Melbourne Robocats shot bounces out, unfortunately. Just over a minute left. Iron Cubs have collected a golden artifact. Meanwhile, the Melbourne Robocats shoot and score one for their alliance. Some subtle defense. And it looks like the Alpha's turret may have detached. Iron Cubs shooting and scoring for their alliance. Currently loaded with the golden artifact. They're going to shoot and score. And it bounces out. So unlucky. Melbourne Robocats lining up. And they score one of the two golden artifacts, but they've got the second. That's the sound of endgame. Scores are looking close. There's 10 seconds left. Looks like there's a lot of contact over in the opponent base zone. We have 5 seconds left. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1.
All right. Whilst we wait for those scores from Qualification 17, it's looking incredibly close. So we'll see what the referees have to say about that one. If you found yourself in the Macquarie Theatre today and you're going, I'm not sure why I'm here, what's happening, what is happening, the scoring is very confusing. That can be understandable if you've never seen one of these games before or you haven't had someone explain it to you. We have quite a few more people here than the last time I was explaining it, so I might go through a bit of a crash course whilst we wait for the referees. You'll see over here on field 2 where I am, hello, we will have our robots that start the match. They will start touching these white lines, these white triangular lines. These mark out where our launch zones are. You must start the autonomous period. That's the first period that we have, which is where the robots are driving fully autonomously, fully by themselves. We're not controlling them with anything other than our code. They must start on one of these lines, touching one of these lines. They can get points if they move off the line. They start on the line, they move off the line, they get points. There are other points related to the autonomous period, including scoring these artifacts. We call them artifacts. They're these green, yellow, and purple waffle balls. If they score them either into the red or the blue goals, and they roll down, that's 3 points per ball, both in the autonomous period and the teleoperated period. When the teleoperated period starts, that's the time you'll hear it chime like bing, bing, bing. Then all of the drivers will have the controllers in their hands. That's when the teleoperated period starts, and that's when we're driving the robots, continuing trying to score these artifacts, these balls, into our goals. But it looks like the referees are moving over. No, we don't. We have the head referees answering a question, so I'm going to keep explaining things. So during the teleoperated period, we're scoring these balls into these blue and this red goal. We have a pattern that will, it doesn't matter. We have these scores from our last match. It's a win to the Blue Alliance. 168 to 132. That's a 4 ranking point match for the Blue Alliance that will shoot up some of these teams in the rankings. Whilst I wait for the head referee who's explaining a question, if a foul or a penalty or you just want to ask a question, you're not sure how something is scored, you can send one student and one support person, that can be a student or an adult. The student is the only one allowed to ask the question though, to the question box. If they're standing in the question box after their match, they're allowed to ask a question to the head referee who can explain to them what happened, why that score happened, why that foul happened. We're going to move right along over to Qualification 18. I'm going to introduce you to some of my teams. Over on the Red Alliance, who do I have on the Red Alliance? I have Team 27262.
Artemis Celine.
Joining them is team 23333.
Hercules.
On my blue lines, I have team 11506.
The Flaming Tacos.
And running on my blue lines is team 19296.
3MB.
It looks like we need some hands on heads. We'll randomize to green, purple, purple. I'm seeing thumbs up. We're going to get ready in 3, 2, 1, go!
All 4 robots moving in autonomous. A nice few shots there from 3MB for the Blue Alliance. Looks like they collect another set of 3. And they shoot and score. They're going for the next set. Can they do it? Looks like they've got them. And they get it. A full ramp for the Blue Alliance.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. Three, two, one.
Our robot's coming back to life. Hercules lining up to try and shoot and score. Can they do it? Looks like they outtake and shoot a ball to me. Artemis Celine just missing there. The golden artifacts are once again on the field. Hercules shooting, just missing there. 3MB. 2 artifacts loaded up. They shoot and score. Some nice shots there for the Red Alliance too. Hercules collecting directly from the ramp, cutting down the travel time. Artemis Celine trying to line up, score with the golden artifact. Can they do it? There's 1 for the Red Alliance. Can they make it 2? It's so close. Come on. Oh, almost. We have 35 seconds left on this match. Hercules had the golden artifact. They have 2 golden artifacts. 1 goes in. And they're emptying their ramp. They want to try and score it again. And that's the sound of endgame. Nice 3 shots there from 3MB. We have 8 seconds left. Teams that want to try and park. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. We are going to wait for our scores on Qualification 18. Whilst we're waiting for those scores, I'm going to introduce you to some of my teams for Qualification 19 over on Field 1. Over here on my red lines on Field 1 for Qualification 19, I have team 12630.
Adventurer.
Joining them is team 22406.
Future Brightness.
And on my blue alliance today, I have team 27574.
Wallaby.
And rounding out my blue alliance is team 12993.
Robo Kings Aurum.
It looks like we we have our scores for qualification 18. It is a win to the Blue Alliance.
101 to 184.
That's a pretty clean game for all the games we've seen so far. We're looking for some clean games as people start figuring out exactly what's expected with this golden artifact. We'll just make sure that the referees have all moved across so that we can get started for qualification 19. All right, hands off controllers. We're going to randomize to purple, purple, green. All right. I have a thumbs up from my head referee. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
A quick 3 shots there from Future Brightness, followed by some more from Adventurer. Future Brightness intaking as they fall out of the ramp, continually scoring. Meanwhile, both our blue robots have left the starting line, which will contribute to the ranking point. Some more shots for the Red Alliance. It's looking very good.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. Three, two, one.
Our robots come back to life. The golden artifacts are on the field. Robo Kings lining up to shoot, and it bounces out of the field. A golden artifact has been scored for the Red Alliance. The other is in the center of the field. 2 out of 3 for Future Brightness as they collect another golden artifact, and it misses, unfortunately. Robo Kings Aurum shoot, and it just misses. Three shots from the far launch zone from Future Brightness. Looking very good. Adventurer is here as well, shooting another 2. Currently, one of the golden artifacts is stuck in Wallaby. One of the golden artifacts in the red ramp. And it looks like they can't get it out. And it's, never mind, it's free. There's currently a golden artifact at the front of either goal, just as it gets scored by the Red Alliance once again. We're about to go into endgame. Wallaby look like they're going to try and shoot and score some more artifacts. Looks like Adventurer is already parked. Nice shot there for the Red Alliance. And another. And it looks like we have a little bit of excess movement after the buzzer. Looks like a full and partial for the Blue Alliance. I'm not sure about red.
That is a potentially huge scoring match from the Red Alliance. Whilst we're waiting for those scores, what's happening with this scoring bottom bar that you can see? We have a couple of things that are explained to us on this bottom bar. They're trying to explain to us how many balls have been scored, how many patterns have been scored, and how many robots have parked. I think it's actually not parked. I think it's leaving at the end of autonomous period. What am I saying? So part of that is trying to help us to understand the 3 different ranking points. and whether we're fulfilling what we need to have done in order to get those ranking points. The ranking... All right, I think we might have a score. Maybe. Maybe not. Whilst we're waiting for the scores, I'm going to introduce you to the teams over on field 2 for qualification 20. Over here on my red alliance, I have team 15144. Joining them is team 32602. Over here on my blue alliance, I have team 11148.
Barker Redbacks.
And rounding out my blue alliance is team 26085.
Binary Builders.
All right, we have the results from qualification 19. Is a win to the Red Alliance. Huge score of 364 to 89. It's a 5 ranking point match as well. That will bring up both of those Red Alliance teams in the rankings. Those ranking points are really important when you're looking for the end of qualification, when we have an alliance selection. That's when those top ranked teams are able to choose someone to join them in their alliance. And then we'll have the second part of this competition, which is the playoff rounds. We'll explain that a bit more tomorrow because it can get a little confusing sometimes. Whilst we wait for that question in the question box to be answered, I have some fun facts. I'll get back to you in a second with some fun facts, though. We have a couple fun facts for you. On our field over here, we have quite a few different robots that have some very fun team names. And some very fun team robot names, more importantly. On our Blue Alliance today, who do we have? We have Jerry, that's 26085. Their team robot's name is Jerry. And team 11148's robot, whose name is Garg. It's a very fun name. I like that. On the Red Alliance, who's joined us on the Red Alliance? Team 15144. Their robot's name is Stella. That's a very nice name. It's very nice, very pretty. Who else do we have? Team 32602. They haven't given me a robot name. That's so sad. Do you guys have a robot name?
I think it's called Big Jamal.
Big Jamal?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm the drive coach.
I don't think they have a robot name. We have 3 robots, though. That's some fun names going. It's always fun to name a robot. Always some fun inside jokes or different things that your team might have done throughout the season that can influence what you might refer to it as. What's happening with this question? There's quite a few questions that have been happening today. Sometimes some teams need some clarification, either because of a foul. You can see for the Red Alliance got 45 points in foul points, which means that the Blue Alliance did something that meant that they got 45 points awarded to the other alliance. That's not very fun, and so that's what they're getting clarification on in that question box. All right, drivers, hands on your heads. We're going to randomize to purple, green, purple. All right. I have a thumbs up from everyone I need to. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Some shots quickly from Barker Redbacks, but it looks like We Don't Bite from the Red Alliance is going to try and do their sort. It looks like they might be caught up. Plenty of balls, artifacts flying over the Blue Alliance goal. Let's see what happens in Teleop.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. Three, two, one.
All right, let's see what happens during the rest of this match. Red Alliance emptying their gate. They want to try and get a full pattern. Barker Redback shooting and scoring for their alliance. Artemis trying to lay down some defense. Barker Redbacks with a golden artifact. They shoot and score, but now it's in the ramp. They have to empty it. A long shot from 26085, the Binary Builders. The golden artifact scored again from Barker. Looked like there might have been a jam with the Blue Alliance gate, but it seems okay. The golden artifact is still in the gate. And now it's free. Team still shooting and scoring artifacts. The Binary Builders with another fast shot. And another golden artifact for both alliances. They've got to empty the gates. Otherwise, they're going to be penalized. Artemis does it. We have 30 seconds left. 10 seconds till end game. It looks like We Don't Bite swapped driver controllers midway through the match. Maybe something happened. And it looks like they have already parked. They want to make it nice and easy. We have 10 seconds left. Count it down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just a reminder for all of the teams competing today, there are a couple of areas where you need to keep your safety glasses on at all times. If you're part of the drive team and you are in the Macquarie Theatre and you are in the queue, you are competing on the field, you need your safety glasses on. You can't take them off. That's a rule that we have, okay? Same within the pits. If you're in the pits, safety glasses on. I know sometimes they can be annoying. You're wearing them for a long time. Might hurt your ears. Doesn't matter. If you're in the pits or if you're backstage or you're on the fields, you must keep your safety glasses on at all times. Whilst we're waiting for Qualification 20 to be scored, I'm going to introduce you to some of my teams over here on Field 1. Joining me on Field 1 for Qualification 21, we're running a little early, is Team 18439.
Robo Kings Thorium.
Joining them is Team 30781.
Helix Black.
Joining me on my blue light state is Team 3491.
Fix It.
And their alliance partner, who I can't see, but their robot is here. It's Team 31596.
Absolute Zero.
We'll have a look and see if we can find our second Blue Alliance team member. Before we start the match, I'm just going to keep telling you facts about the game until you understand the rules, because it can be a little confusing. The robots are allowed to hold 3 bullets or artifacts at any one time. Only 3. If you're holding 4, or 5, or 6, I don't know how, it's pretty hard. But if you are, very bad. All right, we'll see our score for Qualification 20. It is a win to the Blue Alliance. 221 to 129. Though you can see that Red Alliance still did get a ranking point, which will help them with their ranking average. All right, we have moved over to Field 1. All right, drivers, put your hands on your heads. Oh, doesn't matter. We're waiting for the driver station. You can not put your hands on your heads. That might get a little tired. All right, I don't know about you. We're running a little early. We're waiting for a driver station. I don't know about you. I'm feeling like dancing. If anyone wants to join me, then I won't be alone. That's kind of sad. I reckon everyone should stand up. Let's stand up. Let's get ready. We're going to dance to some YMCA. Get excited. Oh, we have a driver station? We're good. Can you tell the person to turn off the music? Oh, no. No music. Very sad. We have our driver station, so I think we're ready to go. All right, drivers, put your hands up in the air like you just don't care. All right, we're going to randomize to purple, green, purple. I'm seeing a thumbs up from my head referee. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Absolute Zero flying across the field, shooting and scoring. 2 out of 3 from the far launch zone from Fixit. Meanwhile, we have 4 in the ramp from the Red Alliance. 1 out of 3 from the far launch zone from Fixit. 2 out of 3 from Absolute Zero.
When you track them, also check their placements. The 2 robots over there won't contact each other because of this lap, like the alliance number lap.
It looks like the
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
red ramp was open somehow. Looked like the red ramp was open somehow.
3, 2, 1.
That was surprising. Anyway, let's get into our match. The golden artifacts, one's in the field. They have to be careful, they have to quickly introduce it. And now it's in, penalty free. A nice shot there from Absolute Zero with the golden artifact. They shoot and score the second one. They're opening their ramp. And the golden artifacts are free. Helix Black in their human PlayStation loading up, ready to score. Meanwhile, Robo King Storium with a nice little catapult shot on the Blue Alliance. Another golden artifact was scored, and it sits in their ramp. Fix it, shoot, and score another golden artifact for 10 points. It is 86 to 159. Blue is in the lead. A nice little catapult shot there again from Robo King Storium. Unfortunately, that one just going out. I only see one golden artifact. The second is back in play. Absolute Zero, shoot and score. Another golden artifact. Plenty of artifacts over by the blue human player zone.
Somebody that tile is lifting.
Helix Black, shoot and score. A golden artifact. Thorium narrowly missing the second. That's the sound of endgame. Another shot there from Robo King Storium. They want to get that last second golden artifact. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Very well done. In 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the game.
Another reminder to all teams, safety glasses during the field, on the field, and in the pits. Got to keep them on. Seriously, keep them on. We don't want to be starting to do anything sketchy and needing to penalize anyone in one way or another just because of safety glasses. That's not very fun. All right. We're going to move over to field 2. Going to introduce you to some of my teams for qualification 22. That's many twos, so many twos. All right. Over here. Ooh, I'm missing my red alliance. That's okay. I'll introduce you to my blue alliance first. Maybe. Joining me on my blue alliance for qualification 22 is team 27574.
Wallaby.
Alongside team 19296.
3MB.
On my red alliance, as they're setting up their driver stations, are team 26,000.
Theseus.
And team 29081.
The Melbourne Robocats.
It looks like we have our score for qualification 21 locked and loaded. It's a win to the Blue Alliance. Huge score of 259 and 5 ranking points.
Absolute Zero keeping their #1 position.
We also have team 3491 shooting up to rank 10. That was a pretty clean match. Well done to everyone involved. We don't like seeing massive, massive fouls. That's never very fun. We're running a little early, so I'm going to keep going with some incredibly fun facts. I would love to introduce you to some of these robots. They have some incredible names. I'd love to introduce you to some of them. On my Red Alliance, Team Theseus's robot, his name is Ares. He's very nice. It's a blue, very fancy. Ooh. Joining them on the Red Alliance is another robot whose name is Barney. You might know the dinosaur. He's a very, very fun purple dinosaur. So it's a very nice purple robot to go with it. I'm a fan. It's an incredible name. On the Blue Alliance, 3MB's robot is called Oasis. It's a very, I feel like I'm at like a beach resort. It's very nice. Oh, they're from the Northern Beaches. That makes sense. And who else are we joined by? 27574. Two 7574 doesn't have a robot name. That's okay. You might be like, Suzanne, oh my gosh, why are you wasting time yet again? It's because we're actually running early, touch wood. Oh my gosh, don't curse yourself. We're running 6 minutes early at the moment. If we run too early, then teams in the pits can get very confused about when they're supposed to be queuing for future matches. So we want to try and make sure we're not running too off the schedule. Also, then we can make sure that our referees have had a snack. They can get hungry. It's a very big job being a referee. Got to make sure all of the scoring and all of the different penalties and things are being recorded correctly. All right. It looks like we are going to get Qualification 22 underway. Okay. We're going to randomize our fields. And it is going to be purple, purple, green. It looks like we have some people who are very excited by that randomization. All right. I'm seeing a thumbs up from everyone I need to see. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Theseus shooting and scoring. At the same time, 3MB correctly scores their preloaded purple, purple, green. And another, oh no, it rearranges. That's unlucky. Theseus shooting and scoring several artifacts from the far launch zone. 3MB with another 3 from the field. And they park off the line to get the leave bonus.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. Three, 2, 1.
The golden artifacts now on the field. Team's going to try and shoot and score them for bonus points. Golden artifact flying from the far launch zone. Thanks to Theseus. Both golden artifacts towards the blue side. Melbourne Robocats shooting and scoring for their alliance, as well as the golden artifact. And one of the artifacts lands in one of the driver's hands. 3MB lining up, trying to shoot and score. They got to open the gate for the Red Alliance, otherwise they get a penalty. Even more shots from both alliances here. Both yellow artifacts. over in the blue human player zone. 3MB has one. They shoot and score. 35 seconds left, 15 seconds till endgame. It looks like Theseus is poaching artifacts from the opposing human player zone, which is legal unless they get contacted. They have another golden artifact. They shoot and score. That was the sound for endgame. We have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of points. They were scoring many, many, many artifacts on both sides of the field in that game. We'll see what happens. All right, you can see on the screen at the moment we have our current rankings. You can see all of these. You can see the RS, that's talking about your average ranking points. So every single match you're getting ranking points. If you win, you get 3. If you draw, you get 1. If you lose, you get 0. But there's another 3 that you can get. It doesn't matter if you win or lose or draw. Looks like we have our results in for Qualification 22. It's a win to the Red Alliance. 321 and 5 ranking points. That's huge. That's going to shoot 29,081 up to 15. All right, we're going to move over to Qualification 23 over here on Field 1. I'm going to introduce you to some of my teams. Joining me on the Red Alliance is Team 11148.
The Barker Redbacks.
Joining me on the Red Alliance is Team 19450.
Splitbot.
On the Blue Alliance, let me introduce you to Team 30070.
The Iron Cubs.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance is Team 23369.
The Fluffy Terminators.
All right, drivers, hands on your heads. We're going to randomize the field to green, purple, purple. All right. I'm looking for thumbs up from everyone I need.
That's my chips as well. Well, watch it.
All right. I have a thumbs up from my head referee. We are going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Barker shooting 1. Splitbot shooting 1. Barker with another 2. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance, Iron Cubs shoot another as they're emptying their gate to get even more points. 2 for 2 from the Iron Cubs. Can they shoot that last one? Looks like it doesn't want to fire from their
Drivers,
robot.
pick up your controllers. Three,
Barker Redback shooting 3 for 3. From the far launch zone, Fluffy Terminators 2 from 3. Fluffy Terminators look like, oh no! A golden artifact got launched outside. Oh my goodness. Splitbot is absolutely lasering our human players over here. Wow. Drilling the backboard. Oh no! A human player has been launched in the head. Oh no, someone in the question box has been hit too. No one's safe from this robot. They have a golden artifact though, and it goes in. Okay, they get the points for that one though. That's the one that's worth it. Now Barker Redbacks has possession of the golden artifact. They shoot, and it gets bounced out by another artifact. Meanwhile, our human players are still getting attacked. That one goes in from Splitbot. That one goes out. That's the sound of endgame. We have 8 seconds left. Teams are going to try and park. Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look at the results from that previous match. It's a win to the Red Alliance. The Red Alliance earning 5 out of 6 ranking points.
If you're wondering what's going on, we're running early, which is kind of unprecedented. We really organized this event with an abundance of caution when it came to cycle times. And it turns out you guys are pretty good about being in the queuing area on time. So we are running early, which is awesome. All right, we've got our robots on. We'll give everybody a minute to connect before we randomize. All right, it looks like our robot's on. Are we all initialized? Are we ready to randomize? We've already randomized. All right, hands on our heads, please. I have so many well, I have to introduce our teams real quick. I thought we were still turning on. Joining us on the Red Alliance, we've got team 23333.
Hercules.
And with them, it's team 23636.
The Pimble Bees.
Bzz. Over here on our Blue Alliance, it's team 31596.
Absolute Zero.
And joining them, it's team 12993.
Robo Kings Aurum.
We have randomized. We are just about ready to go. Can I get a thumbs up for my teams? I have a thumbs up from everybody. We're going to start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
All 4 teams moving. I see 3 for red, 3 for blue. Pimble Bees collecting another set of artifacts. Meanwhile, Absolute Zero shoot and score another one. They hit the ramp to try and collect some more artifacts. Another 2 from Pimble Bees. Another 2 from Absolute Zero. One last artifact going in for Pimble.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
Looks like all 4 robots seem to have left.
Three, two, one.
Four consecutive shots for the Red Alliance. 2 for blue. Pimble Bees. Oh no! Looks like something is chipped off one of those 2 robots. Robo Kings Aurum, unfortunately, not quite scoring there. 2 out of 3 from Hercules. Unfortunately, the golden artifact being launched outside the field. A nice shot there from Absolute Zero. Those two unfortunately bounced out from Pimble, but 3 followed up by Hercules, their alliance partner. And the golden artifact just bouncing out for the Blue Alliance. There are so many artifacts over in the human player zone for Blue. The ramp has been emptied so many times. The gold artifact just undershooting from Hercules. Golden artifact being spat out by Hercules. They want to collect some regular artifacts. And it looks like there was a collision in the human player zone by Red. Golden artifact was scored by Pimble Bees. They got to clear that gate. And Hercules only clears the first one. They're both trying to clear it. They can't decide who. In the meantime, for the Blue Alliance, Absolute Zero scores and releases the golden artifact. And now we're in the endgame period. We have just over 10 seconds left. A golden artifact for Red, but it's stuck in the ramp. We have 5 seconds left. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1.
All right. We have some scores that we need to figure out. Whilst the referees are figuring out their scores, I'm going to introduce you to my teams over here on field 1. Joining me on the Red Alliance, I have team 22406.
Future Brightness.
And joining them are team 19343.
Alphas.
Over here on the Blue Alliance, I have team 12630.
Adventurer.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance is team 18439.
The Robo Kings. Thorium.
Very interesting. We'll let the referees figure something out. Something is amiss. We have a lot happening. There's a lot of different rules, a lot of different regulations. They've got to make sure that they have scored everything correctly. We don't want to have anything incorrect. We want to make sure we're being fair over here at APOC. All right. Just another reminder about some of the changes that we've made to our game for this competition. We have an additional game piece. We have some extra game pieces that you can be scoring on the field full stop. We have this extra game piece. It's yellow. We're calling it the golden artifact. It's a yellow ball, same as our purple and green balls in shape and size. It's a little different. If you score a usual ball, it's 3 points per ball. But if you score this golden artifact, it's 10 points every time you score it. That's why you'll see teams really desperately trying to get have some scores for our qualification on to win to the Blue Alliance. Oh, it's very close.
207 to 239. 4 ranking points for the Blue Alliance.
You'll see, as we get going in the competition, you'll see some teams have really, really, really high ranking point averages. So when you see 4 ranking points is a lot of ranking points, but 31596 getting 4 ranking points might draw down their average, and that's why they've dropped in rank despite winning. I mean, 2 is pretty high still, I'm not going to lie. But a lot of these games, you have 3 additional ranking points alongside winning that you can get. You've got the pattern ranking point. That's that 3 balls in a horizontal line. That's scoring the pattern that we randomize those balls into here. If you get all of the pattern correct, you get a ranking point. If you're scoring at least 42 individual balls, doesn't matter the color, into your alliance colors scoring mechanism, their goal, you get another ranking point. That's that singular ball that you'll see. And the 3rd additional ranking point you can get alongside winning is for teleoperated period. Doesn't matter. For that one, it's just the autonomous period and the end game. So at the beginning of every game, you'll see robots are parked. To get 15 points per robot moving, you've got to get off the line, off this launch zone line, either at the back or the front. If you get off that line, that's 15 points to your team. And then when you're per team, per alliance, so you can get up to 2 of those. And then in the end game, you can either not park, you can partially park, which is kind of touching but not fully your robot inside this red or this blue square, or fully park. You're fully inside this red or this blue square, depending on the alliance. If you're fully parked, you can get 10 points. Partially parked is 5 points. Otherwise, wherever else you finish on the field, you don't get extra points for that. If you get 45 points from the autonomous period, moving off that line, as well as parking at the end, 45 total points from either of those, any of those, you get another ranking point. That's that robot-looking face that you see highlighted. So both the red and the blue lines both got at least 45 points from leaving the line and parking at the end of the match. Yes. All right, hands on your head. We have green, purple, purple. All right, I'm seeing a thumbs up from everyone. I need to see. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Our hoods are moving and our turrets are rotating as autonomous begins. From the far launching zone, the 2 Chinese teams shooting and scoring into their respective goals. Another 2 from Future Brightness. And another 2 from Adventurer.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. Three, 2, 1.
The golden artifacts quickly introduced to the field. Adventurer flying across to shoot and score it for some bonus points. Meanwhile, they collect it from the other side. Shooting and scoring a second one. Future Brightness steal the other one. Shoot and score from the far zone. And it just bounces out at the feet of the drive team.
Golden artifact in alliance area. Blue. Thank you.
It looks like Alphas has scored it for their red alliance.
Ashley. Thank you.
All 4 robots performing exceptionally this match. Another golden artifact scored for the red alliance. Robo King's Thorium looking to collect that artifact. It lands in their catapult, and they just score 1 out of 2. Let's see if they can do it again. Meanwhile, a golden artifact scored for red. Adventurer scores another golden artifact for blue, and they empty the ramp to make sure they do not get penalized. A consecutive 4 artifacts for the red alliance. The golden artifact bouncing out for blue. 3 solid shots there for the red alliance from the far launch zone. Future Brightness with the golden artifact, and they score it. We have 20 seconds left. We're going into endgame. They missed the golden artifact for red. There's 12 seconds left. What are they going to do? Are they going to try and park? Golden artifact for red, golden artifact for blue. We have 3 seconds. 2, 1. And that's the end of our match. I see a full park, I believe, on red. And I think 2 partials for blue. Let's see the final results soon. Take a look at the results of that last match. It's a win to the Red Alliance. 310 to 243. 5 ranking points for the Red Alliance. And even though Blue lost that match, they still were awarded the goal ranking point for scoring enough artifacts during the match. An incredible 243 points in artifacts for the Red Alliance.
All right. Hands on head means it's about time to randomize the field. So let's introduce our teams. Where's my announcer? Here he is. Joining us over here on the Red Alliance, let's start with team 26085.
The Binary Builders.
And joining them, we've got team 3491.
Fix It.
Over here on our Blue Alliance, let's start with team 24089.
The Iron Lions.
And with them, team 11506.
The Flaming Tacos.
Now, bumpers are something I'm really used to seeing in FRC, the big robots, because they're mandatory. But given how many broken intakes and panels we've seen today, I think it's actually a really smart idea to have bumpers on the FTC robot. All right, teams, give me a big thumbs up if you are ready to go. I'm waiting on our head referee, but our timekeeper's ready. Students on teams do have the right to ask questions for the referees after the matches, and they do that in the question box. So sometimes our referees are answering questions.
Yep.
Are we ready? Go, Haley. Go, go, go. Go, Haley. Go, go, go. Yeah, have we randomized? All right, everybody keep your thumbs in the air. We're randomizing. All right, timekeeper, are we ready? We are going to start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
Both robots from the far launch zone shooting and scoring. In the meantime, the Flaming Tacos look like they're trying to shoot and score as well. Some nice shots there for the Blue Alliance. Iron Lions from the far zone. And it just misses. Can they do one more? Almost. 2 last second shots
Pick
there
up your
from
controllers.
Fixer.
3, 2, 1.
A lot of... It looks like the red robot got caught in the blue... the Blue Alliance human player zone. In the meantime, Iron Lions loaded up with a golden artifact. It looks like they've relocalized in the corner. And now they're shooting just on point. Flaming Tacos shooting and scoring for the Blue Alliance. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Plenty of time to make up the point deficit. I see Fix It with a golden artifact. Looks like they're shooting and scoring 2 regular artifacts and 1 golden artifact. That's another 10 points. Fix It. Playing around these golden artifacts. They have a second one ready to go. And it just misses. But they're hunting it. They don't want anyone else trying to take it. Iron Lions scoring the other for the Blue Alliance. Iron Lions trying to follow the same strategy. Collecting those golden artifacts and scoring them for the Blue Alliance. Both artifacts in the red human player zone. 30 seconds left in this match. Blue has quite a nice lead. Fix It, loaded with 3 artifacts. And that's the sound of endgame. Both golden artifacts over in the human player zone. Looks like Fix It has one. And they score it. We have 5 seconds left. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know about you, but I'm interested in the teams for Qualification 27. I'm going to introduce you to my Red Alliance. Joining me on the Red Alliance is Team 27262.
Artemis Celine.
Also on my Red Alliance. Why do they have blue? These are the wrong color, guys. Joining me on my red lights is team 24905.
The Metal Mavericks.
On the Blue Alliance, over here we have team 32741.
Chatswood High School Ramo.
And rounding out our Blue Alliance is team 32602.
We don't bite.
We'll see exactly what's happening whilst qualification 26 gets figured out. Oh, there we go. It's almost like a magic. It's a win to the Blue Alliance. Well, that's a big score, 265 to 160. That's a 5 ranking point match as well. That's a very big ranking point. That should help some of their ranking point averages as they look to think about whether they're going to be getting up there. When we get to approximately the middle of the day tomorrow, we'll be getting into some alliance selections. So that's those top ranked teams who are going to be picking some alliance partners to be playing with for the playoff period. We'll explain more about that tomorrow to it though. Good? All right, drivers, put your hands up in the air like you just don't care. All right, we fixed it. Got to make sure our robots are touching the launch lines before they launch. All right, teams, hands off your controllers. We are ready to randomize our field to purple, purple, green. All right. I have a thumbs up from everyone I need to. We're getting us started in 3, 2, 1, go!
I see. We don't bite. Sorting their artifacts. Trying to score the pattern, but it looks like they've got stuck again. Meanwhile, 24905 has a rogue robot sign on the field. They score another one for their alliance. 32741 moving off the launch line.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
All 4 robots leaving during the autonomous period. That's going to help towards the
3,
point bonus.
2, 1.
Metal Mavericks emptying their gate. All robots shooting and scoring. Chatswood loaded with the golden artifact, and they score it for their alliance. A nice, healthy 10 points there. Artemis looking to do something similar. And it just bounces over. Meanwhile, We Don't Bite scoring another golden artifact for their alliance, emptying the gate to avoid any penalties. Artemis shooting and just missing from the far launch zone. And another 2 from the Metal Mavericks. It looks like there's a golden artifact in the blue ramp, and they've realized and they've emptied it. Another golden artifact for the Blue Alliance. They have to get it out soon. And they've got it. Meanwhile, scoring another 1. The second bouncing out. Artemis lining up for the far zone, and they score! And another golden artifact blue. We have 35 seconds left in this match. It looks like we have a second robot sign on the field. Opening the gate for their golden artifact. Meanwhile, red scores another golden artifact. 20 seconds left in this match. It's endgame. Metal Mavericks lining up to score a golden artifact. And they do, at the same time as We Don't Bite for the Blue Alliance. We have 5 seconds left. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. And a last second golden artifact for red. A very nice match there.
Turn your robots off.
Alright, looking at the score, it's a win to the Blue Alliance. That is a huge score, 217 to 161. That keeps Team 3262 in rank 5. Pushes up 3274-1 into rank 15. These rankings become pretty important as we get towards the last of our 56 qualification matches. So be paying attention to how you can be boosting your ranking points, maybe by winning, maybe by getting some of the other ranking points you can get on the field. We've got to wait a little bit because we're only got 3 robots. So we can't get started straight away.
All right, I have my teams over here on the field, and I know you're so on top of it, but Haley's over there. You gotta get Haley ready for this.
Well, she came back over, so I thought she was.
No, she's over there. It's okay. It's okay, drivers. You're doing so good. While you have your hands on your head, I'm going to introduce you, and when I call out your team number and name, you can put your hands in the air and wave them. Are you ready? And, well, they're going to do the arrow, but everybody else is going to wave them because not everybody does the arrow. Joining us on our Red Alliance, let's start with Team 24961.
That is Wombats.
And joining them, we've got Team 30781.
That's Helix Black with their robot Bing Bing the second.
Over here on our our Blue Alliance, let's start with Team 15144.
That's Artemis Luna.
And joining them, it's Team 26129.
That's the Crowbots with their robot Imogen.
All right, teams, our head ref's here, so let's put our hands back on our heads for randomizing. It's okay, you can do it. Excellent. I have a thumbs up from our timekeeper. Drivers, if you're ready, can you give me a big thumb up in the air? Our referee is ready. We are going to start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
And we get our autonomous period underway. We have Team 30781 scoring immediately all of their three robots, oh my gosh, their three artifacts. They actually score them in the correct pattern. We have Team 15144. They are shooting, but they do miss. They shoot a little too powerfully. They get them out of the robot scoring area. We have three robots that have left their launch zones with 5 seconds to go before the end of the autonomous period. We'll see. Yeah.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
We'll see those golden artifacts introduced back into the field.
3, 2, 1.
All right, we have the beginning of that teleoperated period. That's the time where all of the drivers are able to control their robots with their controllers. We have a flurry of artifacts being shot directly into those goals as we look on both sides of the field. We have 24961 launched right up against that depot, all of the walls. We have Team 26129 and 15144 on the Blue Alliance, both of them simultaneously shooting some of their artifacts into the zone. We're looking to see at the moment whether these teams are able to not only score their artifacts, but also shoot the correct number of artifacts in the correct pattern. So looking at that Red Alliance, they have almost a complete correct pattern loaded into their zone, whilst the Blue Alliance are scoring quite a few balls, but we'll see if they're able to get that pattern organized and up and away. We have Team 30781 shooting again to score more of those artifacts over the front of the balls they've already scored, as 15144 shoots back across over there. We have some robot balls that are being shot out of the field. With about a minute to go, we have only one golden artifact that's been shot so far. We'll see. Here we go. 30781 shooting another golden artifact. That is worth over 3 times the amount of value that any other ball scored gets. That's 10 points instead of 3. So that's why the golden artifact is really helpful to be scoring. At the same time, you've got to make sure when you're scoring that golden artifact that you're not keeping it inside. See how some of those artifacts are not moving? We don't want that golden artifact stuck there because of how valuable it is. So we want to keep those scoring. There we go. See, the Blue Alliance scores that golden artifact as well. That gets them some extra points. With the beginning of that final endgame period, we're going to see robots starting to park up in their protected zones. We'll see if they're able to get some full parks as well as some partial parks over here. We'll count down in 2, 1. All right. All of our robots should be powered off now. We will wait and see what our final score is as our referees tally those up. All right.
If you guys want to go.
All right, we have our scores locked and loaded. It is a win to the Red Alliance. Huge, 182 to 87. In that match, we have a yellow card that was given to Helix Black. That's team 30781. That is for a violation of rule G408. That is the rule that means that you can only possess 3 artifacts, or these purple, green, or yellow balls, at any one time. If you are possessing 4 balls and the referees think that it's incidental, they might give you a warning. They may not, depends on the situation. But if you're possessing 5 or more, that's immediately a yellow card. So you got to be careful. You should not be possessing more than 3 balls at any one time. We're going to move over to Field 1 for our next qualification, match 29. Let me introduce you to some of my teams. Over here on the Red Alliance, I have team 12630.
Adventurer.
Joining them on the Red Alliance is team 19450.
Split bot.
Over here on my Blue Alliance, I have team 23333.
Hercules.
And riding out the Blue Alliance is team 29081.
The Melbourne Robocats.
Is there a question?
Pardon?
No, she's just yapping.
Oh no, they're just asking if they could push the schedule back because they have a robot issue. But because we're running so far ahead,
We'll just wait till we get on time again.
maybe. Yeah.
Is there a revolution for here or later?
No, it's in 2 matches on this.
We have time. Gosh. We can fix something like that.
Whoa!
Oh, that's very fancy. We've got a 4-view situation going on. Wow. Oh, not anymore. That's very sad. We did have a 4-view situation. It was very nifty. I'm a fan. It's very helpful sometimes. You've got 4 different robots that are all doing different things. Sometimes they're scoring, they're picking up balls, they're placing things in different places. So sometimes it's really easy to have a 4-view, different quarters. You can see exactly what's happening for every single robot on the field. It looks like our head referee has joined us, so we are going to put our hands up in the air like we just don't care. Put our hands on our heads. There we go. We're going to randomize our pattern to purple, purple, green. I'm seeing a thumbs up from everyone I need to. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Our robot's coming to life for the autonomous period. Unfortunately, the robot's undershooting there. Those shots just bouncing out. 2 shots there from Hercules, 3 shots from Adventurer. Unfortunately, missing the gate opening. A shot from the far launch zone from Splitbot. Adventurer has another 3, ready to shoot and score.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. Three, two, one.
Golden artifacts introduced to the field. Some nice shots there from the Melbourne RoboCats. Oh, unfortunately, one of our our field reset crew getting hit by an artifact. That robot is absolutely sending them from the far launch zone. The golden artifact scored for the Red Alliance, but it's in their gate now. And they have freed it. So they are no longer going to be penalized. I see Splitbot is armed with a golden artifact. Just missing there. 2 nice shots from Adventurer. Some more shots from Hercules, a couple bouncing out. RoboCats just missing there. Hercules has one of the golden artifacts, ready to score. And they do. A nice 10 points for their alliance, and they very quickly free it. They're trying to sneakily grab that golden artifact from the opponent human player zone, and they do, without getting penalized. There was no one there to defend it. The Melbourne RoboCats shooting and scoring a golden artifact. They have to open the gate. But Hercules is on it. They open it. And that's the sound of endgame. Robots are going to try and park. There's 10 seconds left. Not much time. Are they going to make it? It's 5 seconds. Let's count it down. In 3, 2, 1. Check the results from that last match. It's a win to the Red Alliance. 226 to 97. And that is a 6 ranking point match. Congratulations to the Red Alliance. Splitbot staying in 3rd position. And Adventurer moving up to the 5th position. But still, congratulations to the Blue Alliance for receiving the movement ranking point.
All right, we're randomizing the field. While we do that, let's introduce our teams. Starting off with our Blue Alliance, we've got Team 19296.
Oh, 3MB. Sorry.
There we go. Woohoo! And joining them, I'm expecting a big cheer for Team 32741.
Chatswood High School Ramo.
Over here on the Red Alliance, we're going to start with Team 11148.
The Barker Redbacks.
And joining them, it's Team 19343.
The Alphas.
Teams, put your hands on your head. It's randomizing time. It's purple, purple, green. All right, teams, give me a big thumbs up if you are ready to start this match. Timekeeper's ready. Our referee is ready. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go!
Barker Redbacks with 2 moving shots. Another 3 there. Meanwhile, 3MB's shooting and scoring for their team. They're collecting the next set of 3 from the field. And they just miss. It looks like we have 4 out of 4 robots
Drivers,
who have
pick up your
left the line.
controllers.
That's going to contribute towards the movement ranking point.
Three, two, one.
And it looks like one of the red robots was caught in the blue human player zone. And the golden artifacts are back on the field, ready for bonus point scoring. Barker Redbacks has one, ready to shoot and score, and they do. They're getting their gate open so they don't get penalized. There's a golden artifact somewhere else. There it is. Alphas has it, and they shoot and score it. They're opening the gate to avoid any penalties. A nice shot there from Chatswood High School. Six consecutive shots for the Red Alliance. Well coordinated there. I see that 3MB is trying to collect one of the golden artifacts. Some more shots from the Alphas for the Red Alliance, as well as 3MB for the Blue Alliance. Unfortunately, those fast shots from the far launch zone bouncing out. Golden artifact scored for the Blue Alliance. Barker has control of one of the golden artifacts. They shoot and score while being defended by 3MB. That's the sound of endgame. A golden artifact just launching over the goal. The Alphas are parked. 3MB look like they're parked. It looks close. Hard to tell. We'll see what the final results say.
Not vodka, the other one.
Did we get the...
Nobody's understanding the game modes, so they're like getting really confused. And because of the inflated scores,
All right, let's see.
Everyone on the FTC Discord is like going on because we're modifying the OPRs. Well, they don't like the fact that it's counting for OPRs, but they just are a bunch of idiots. Because there's massive scores. Yeah. Literally doesn't matter.
So they call it game one or something. When the new game comes out, I'm like, I'm whatever. What do they actually say? They're like,
I think the main thing was that they don't like how it's counting towards OPRs, and they said that I was calling out Splitbot for absolutely like.
All right, we have our scores locked and loaded. It is a win to the Red Alliance. You scored 341. You'll see there is a yellow card that has been awarded that match to team 19343. That is for rule G43.A, which pretty much means as a human player, don't be contacting a robot directly. As a human player, you're allowed to introduce balls into the loading zone. You cannot be touching your robot during the match. That will result in a yellow card.
Just want to quickly recognize, congratulations, both teams being awarded 2 additional ranking points. The red earning the goal ranking point for scoring enough artifacts during the match, and the pattern ranking point for scoring enough pattern bonus points, and the blue alliance for doing the same pattern as well as the movement ranking point.
All right. In our next break, we'll talk a little bit more about what are all these ranking points, what's the scoring, what's happening. But at the moment, we are over on field 1. We are going to get started by introducing some of our teams. Over here on the Red Alliance, joining me are team 26129.
Robites.
And joining them all the way from Canada is team 3491.
Fix it.
Over on the Blue Alliance,
Drivers, pick up your controllers. Three, two, one.